Alright everybody, it's pretty hot out here and I'm wearing a muscle shirt. Usually I don't when I'm in my backyard, but as to not offend anybody on YouTube, I'm wearing one. But today's topic is about pomegranate, moving my pomegranate in my lychee tree, or bird watching, whichever. So before I get into it, check out these beautiful things. Gorgeous. No artificial fertilizers, just mulch, and just keep putting mulch, and it turns that soil nice and rich, which is mostly sand in here in Southwest Florida. And I look like an Indian guy. Just the other day I got asked if I was Samoan in another video, and I was like, no, I'm Mexican descent. But maybe if I was Samoan I could be 6 feet tall. Instead I'm 5'4". So here's the lychee tree. I had to move this guy too. We'll get over there to the mulberries and it'll tell you why I had to do all that. Well, here's an old tree that I had to kill. So what you do is you kind of take the bark out of here, and I used a chainsaw to do that. You see that? And it can't feed itself. It can't get energy from the sun, and it can't get water to the top on the leaves, so it dies. And I put this dragon fruit, but the other day I had to knock it down because when I went to harvest some of these dragons that were red, it was moving very easily. But check this out. So this is PVC. You see all the little boars here? All the little chewing out, not even chewing out. It's from a woodpecker and from a rodent. You see? You see how it's chewed? And I think it's woodpecker mostly. But when I'm looking at it, it looks like the teeth of a rat or something. But there was a huge one with a large red crest. Beautiful. It reminded me of wooded woodpecker, but it didn't have blue, but it had the same pattern on it. And then there was a medium-sized one. It was red and black and white feathers. Then there was a small one, pure black and white. He was probably about this big. And they would always attack that big woodpecker. The little ones stayed together. It was a couple. And the big one had another one, and it would help. It bore out the hole, and then he disappeared. But they would eat all the baby pigeons and sparrows, and that birdhouse, they would try to bore it out to get to the baby sparrows. So everybody hated them. And then I found 2 dead large blue jays in the yard. So I think it was all because of the woodpeckers. So I hope they don't come back. But check this out. That's the loofah gourd. It's a beautiful thing. I need to put more bamboos up. But yeah, everybody hated those woodpeckers, and that's how I became a bird watcher, watching all my birds out here. The more of an edible forest you make, the more birds you get. But, and my dogs here, oh, they also invite rats and mice. So if you're doing these things, you're providing food for nature, although we don't want those things. Here's the pomegranate that I gotta move. Now this one is going close to the house. I originally planned on doing the lychee close to the house, but it grows up to 25 feet, and I don't want it to jack up the plumbing or the foundation, so I moved it further out. And here's another mulberry. They're very tight and close together, and this is a male, I believe. That you can tell by the cattails, and it never went into fruit. It only had the cattails. This one went into fruit. The other 2 went into fruit. I'm gonna let them grow together. And anyways, that is pretty much it. Y'all have a great day. Oh, by the way, anybody know how to pause on YouTube?